Now, your forecast first from KARK4, your weather authority.
Welcome back and good evening. Starting you off immediately this evening with a look at our 4-1 live Doppler radar. We can see that we do have a storm here just to the northeast of Little Rock, moving from the northeast to the southwest, now moving through parts of Jacksonville, right down the 67 corridor towards the capital city, North Little Rock and Little Rock. This is probably the strongest storm in the state right now. No warnings with it, but expect gusty winds, lots of lightning, heavy rain if you are commuting back from work this evening. Now take a look at the rest of the state. You can see scattered showers and storms around all of the state this evening. We've got chances of showers and storms right through tomorrow morning and throughout the day again tomorrow. We're going to talk more about this and the storms currently showing on radar coming up. You're watching KARK4 News at 5.
Coming up, a smashed up gate, $15,000 worth of damage. We find out why the man suspected of doing it isn't facing any charges.
That's what I'm kind of pissed about right now.
Next, with the entire state under a drought, Governor Beebe makes a desperate request for relief. Plus, 2 power hits in less than a week. What's going on in Bologna and what's being done to fix it?
Now, from the station you count on, this is KARK4 News at 5 in high definition.
Good evening and thank you for joining us tonight, everybody. I'm Bob Clausen.
Hi, everyone. I'm Jessica Dean. A Pulaski County Sheriff's deputy suspected of causing thousands of dollars in damage to a popular destination. And not only that, he also took off before officers say he could answer to what he did. KARK4's Lauren Traeger just returned from Garland County. And Lauren, this deputy, we understand, has not been charged.
Not at this time, Jessica, and that's why we've chosen not to release his name. But it was a viewer who pointed this out to us. They were very concerned that it was a law enforcement officer suspected in this, and that's why we've decided to dig a little bit deeper into what happened.
Given the story, I mean, it sounds like, I guess he was a little out of control.
Boat owner Steve Landers surprised to discover the gate at Brady Mountain Marina busted open. But more shocked to learn a deputy is reportedly to blame. What happened here Friday has been all anyone can talk about on these usually sleepy and secured docks.
I don't know the circumstances surrounding it, so it's kind of not really up to me to pass judgment other than the fact that our gate's broken, and I'm not real happy about it.
A report, though, filed with the Garland County Sheriff's Office outlined some details. Friday, witnesses say a Pulaski County Sheriff's lieutenant at the marina got upset with his girlfriend and pushed her. The report says the deputy got into his Ford F-150 truck and rammed it into the marina's closed gate. He then backed off it and hit it again, this time tearing it down. Tuesday, the twisted metal had been picked up, but in all, investigators say the deputy did close to $15,000 in damage.
Obviously, that gate open, it makes it a little bit easier for somebody to come in and, you know, take something from someone's boat or cause mischief that they, you know, otherwise wouldn't be able to, and with the gate, you know, repaired.
Landers believes that's exactly what happened to him this weekend. With the gate wide open and people pouring in, he says it appears someone took his dog Tebow. Now, he wants his best friend back and the person who brought down the gate to at least undo the damage.
I'd like to see my gate back up, you know, obviously as soon as possible.
Now, a manager for the marina declined to talk to us on camera today, but they did tell me their priority is getting the person responsible to pony up for the money. And speaking of money, there is a $2,000 reward for Tebow's safe return. Jessica, back to you.
All right, Lauren, thanks so much. And again, that deputy has not been charged, but because of the amount of damage done, he could face a felony.
This just in within the last hour, Little Rock police confirming to KARK4 News that a body found this morning in Geyer Springs Road is their latest homicide. Just after 2 this morning, officers were called when a man was found lying on the ground in 7724 Geyer Springs Road. Police say William Blundell had traumatic injury to his upper body, but withholding now the exact cause of death on that. A story we will without a doubt keep you updated on. Today, a pair of earthquakes rattling the nerves of central Arkansans. The first, a 2.3, hitting at 1:30 this morning, 5 miles north of Damascus in Van Buren County. The second, 2.2, about 10 miles north of Plumerville in Conway County. Dry drought conditions forcing Governor Mike Beebe to ask for disaster declaration for the entire state. Mr. Beebe asked U.S. Secretary of Agriculture Tom Vilsack for a disaster designation. 88% of the state is in severe drought conditions right now. 36% of the state is in extreme drought. If issued, the declaration would qualify eligible farmers and ranchers to receive emergency loans to support operations hampered by this dry weather.
You know, sometimes they're very efficient and very quick. Sometimes they drag their feet, so there's no way to be able to predict it. But I'm hopeful it'll be relatively quick, and if it's not, we'll bug them.
Governor Beebe sent a similar request for 13 drought-stricken counties last month. That one will be superseded by this new one.
And continuing our coverage on this issue, our incredibly dry weather affecting cattle ranchers and farmers throughout Arkansas, leaving them thirsting for some rain. The ground dusty brown, barren, and all broken up. Low rainfall and a record-breaking heat wave have left ranchers unable to afford to feed their cattle, forced to sell instead.
If no significant rain comes, I'll have to go out of business. I just don't have any grass and won't be able to afford the hay prices.
Many ranchers do feel forced to sell their cattle, a move experts say could raise beef prices by 10% over the next year, with more than half the country in some form of drought. According to the latest government monitor in Arkansas, that drought covers the entire state.
Well, the power is back on in Valonia after being out for the second time in the last 5 days. KRK4's Jonathan Athens has more on why it happened and what's being done to make sure it doesn't happen again. Jonathan?
Bob, Entergy technicians are still running tests on a transformer they say was the cause. It left 3,000 people without power this morning. It first happened Thursday. A faulty wire inside one of 2 transformers in the area was the cause. Tech crews fixed the problem by Friday around 12:30 in the afternoon. Then it happened again today with the same transformer, but the power company got the electricity back on around 8 this morning. Crews are hoping temperatures won't spike anytime soon because that could put a strain on the system.
But when you have triple digits and everybody's air conditioners running and things are a lot of demand flowing across the grid, across the lines, you have to carefully manage that. Because what you don't want is a cascading effect where you have a larger outage because a line gets overloaded. So we watch those lines very carefully.
Entergy says it's still running tests on that transformer to make sure it's working properly and to figure out what the problem was. Back to you.
Jonathan, thanks. Today was day 2 of the LIHEAP program designed to help low-income families pay high energy bills. The program is put together by the Central Arkansas Development Council, and as you can see, hundreds showed up to apply for assistance with high electricity bills and these very high temperatures. Some say the process to apply should be changed, though, just a little bit to accommodate those with special needs.
They should let the elderly and the disabled people be the first to come in on the first day.